Next topic is the denial of service attack. What is that? Denial of service attack. What is the next topic? The next topic is denial of service attack. So what is the next topic? Denial of service attack. Denial of service attack. So what is my denial of service attack? Is attack attempt to make machine or network resource unavailable to intended users. So what does mean DOS? DOS stand for denial of service attack. Okay. So denial of service attack is an attempt to make machine or a network resource, maybe computer or network resource, unavailable to intended users, such as temporarily or indefinitely interrupt or suspend services of a hosted connected internet. Okay. So what does it mean that? I will explain you what is meant DDoS and DOS. Okay. DOS is, what is meant DOS? So there is a server is there. Okay. There is a one server is there. There is a server is there where one e-commerce website is running. One e-commerce website is running. Okay. One e-commerce website is running. So what is the e-commerce website? It is maybe Flipkart. Okay, got it? One e-commerce website is running. This server runs the flipkart.com website or web application. Website or a web application. So this server have a some limit that this much of users can access the application. So these are the users are there. There are users are there. Some users are there. Some users are there. Where these users are accessing the application. Users are accessing the application. Users are accessing the application. There is some number is there. This much of users only can access this website. So what happens if more number of users hit at a time? Like this server can handle 1,000 users. Means 1,000 users can hit the web application or website. That can handle. Then at a time what happens when 10,000 users, okay, or 1 lakh users hit this website? What happens? This website goes down or work slowly load, or sometimes it won't work. Okay. What happens is there is a traffic limit is there for each and every resource, this resource. What happens? More number of users are hit this server. What happens? This server goes down. This is known as the denial of service attack. What is that? This is known as the DOS attack. Denial of service attack. Denial of service. Denial means not available. Okay. Ignore. Denial means ignore. Okay. Denial means ignore. So if you take an example, have you ever booked a ticket on the IRCTC Tatkal? Okay. During the Tatkal time, what happens? So when you open the website responds very slowly. Website responds very slowly. When I try to log in and make a ticket, very slowly it will load. So what happens that time? Generally, the website or web application have a certain limit that this much of users can log in, make a ticket. Then what happens? More number of users are trying to log in at a time. Then website response time is very high, or it responds maybe very high latency, or responds very lately, or sometimes it won't respond. The website goes down. That is called as what? Denial of service attack. Denial of service attack. So what is the denial of service attack? is an attempt to make machine, the server, unavailable to the intended users. Unavailable to the intended users. That is known as what? Denial of service attack. What is the distributed denial of service attack? Okay, I'll tell you that. Distributed denial of service attack, how it is performed. Here, see this. Actually, what I had explained, this is the DDoS. Actually, DDoS and a DOS. DOS means from single entity they will attack. Here, for DDoS means distributed denial of service attack. There are hundreds of multiple users going to access the website at a time. Then what happens? This website goes down. So what is distributed denial of service attack? What is the distributed denial of service attack? So also known as the DDoS attack. A DDoS attack, okay, what is that? DDoS attack. Attack occurs on multiple system. Here having a multiple system, flood the target with the traffic resources unavailable to its intended users. Usually one or more web servers. What happens here? In general, how it happens? You know torrent? Torrent, you know torrent? Torrent. Or sometimes they will publish the like KineMaster video. KineMaster, you know KineMaster? Generally, KineMaster is a paid version. In general, you need to pay. KineMaster software, we need to pay. Then what happens here? The hackers will publish on the any website KineMaster full version. KineMaster full version. Or in the torrent they will give the full version of the software. Instead of buying the software with the license, I don't want to pay license and I don't have the money to pay the license to buy the software. Then what I do here? Then I select the I go to the torrent, I download the software. And from the any website, I'm going to download the full version of the KineMaster or any software. What happens here? It look like legitimate. Means original. But what happens here? They will give the software freely. But what happens here? There is hidden virus will be there. Virus will be there. Whenever you download the full version of the KineMaster or any movie from the internet, from movie rules, what happens? They will add a malware or nothing but virus to your movie also. You just download the movie and enjoy. Then what happens here? So with the movie along, they will add a virus. That virus will be infected in your computer. Virus is infected in your computer. So you will you think that they're giving me a original software. But what they do this, they will use like your bot. So bot means infected computer. They need a traffic because I want to beat someone else. I want to beat someone else, or I want to attack on someone. Single person is not enough. Maybe he is more strong than me. Again he will reciprocally, he will again respond. Then what happens? I'll make a gang. Like 10 people, 30 people, 40 people. After making a gang, I'm going to attack on that particular person. Same thing here also happened in the DDoS attack. So what is the DDoS attack means? So he will make as a bot. How will they make it a bot? By luring him to download the full version of the software from the torrent or any website. Once the victim is downloaded, he will become the bot. He will take the help of the bot and he will going to attack on the target server. He is single not enough to do the attack because he is single. He will take the help from the others. He is nothing but a bot. How will he make the bot? Nothing but luring them to download the full software. So instead of that, when he download the full software, he will add a virus. Okay. So here bot means infected computer. Okay. So botnet means group of infected computer. Understood or not? So here, what is a botnet? Botnet is a collection of internet connected devices that are infected and controlled by the common type of malware which running one or more bots, which are more running bots. Infected machines are controlled by remotely. Infected machines are controlled by remotely. Botnet infections are usually spread through malware, such as Trojan. One of the malware is what? Trojan. Botnet malware is typically designed to automatically scan systems. Botnet malware is typically designed to automatically scan systems and devices for common vulnerabilities that have been not patched. Botnet malware, they'll send the malware to the victim. They'll infect the computer. And all this group, I told you that they'll make it a gang to attack on the particular person. Same thing here, to attack on the particular target server, they will make a botnet. How the botnet make them? By luring them, giving the free software. Suppose free software, they will give the free software, free original software. So once you downloaded, background they will add the virus. They will virus. Once you downloaded a software or once you download a movie, then what happens here? These infect your computer, and you will become a bot. You will become a bot. They will take the help. They will take the help from you because you are a bot. All these bots become the bot network, and so I told you that there is a gang. There is the help is there. Then this botnet will attack on the target computer, target machine. Understood? That is called as what? Botnet. Here, using the machine power to assist the distributed denial service attack. Using the machine power to assist in the distributed denial service attack. Generating the spam mails. Next thing is the internet traffic generation on the third party website. Internet traffic generation you can generate the huge amount of traffic from the third party. Replacing the banner ads in the web browser. Replacing the banner ads of the web browser. If you see this, this is the image, I'll show this image, how it look like. This is the bot master. And how the bot master make this bot? By using the torrent. Or client server technology. He will attack on the targets. The target may be computer, the target may be mobile phone, the target may be a web application, anything. The target may be IoT device. Got it? How do you do the bot? How do you do the distribution denial attack? They're sending the multiple, like lakhs of mails to the particular server. Spam generation, by doing the DDoS, infect the system, and doing the phishing. You will do the malicious activity and the malicious activities on the target. That is known as what? Distributed denial service attack. Here, exploiting and application level vulnerabilities. In this method, either the operating system or the application software will have a bugs. Suppose you created an application, like Swiggy is an application, WhatsApp is an application, Instagram is an application, that have a bugs. During the programming, writing the application, have some bugs are there. Some loopholes are there. So these loopholes or bugs also cause the what? Denial of service situation. Okay. When in the application level, we can do the DDoS on the network level, system level, application level, multiple levels. So here in the application level, the application having a bugs. There is a code, so many mistakes are in code. That one also can lead to the denial of service attack situation. Once the attacker finds the vulnerability, he has to find out the working exploit code. He has to find out the code for the vulnerability. If attacker finds the exploit code, he can use it for the DOS. Okay. So then, what is that? Exploiting system at the multiple level. And next thing is the TCP sync flood. I told you that during the TCP handshake, how many types of communication is there? 3 types of communication. How many types of communication are there? 3 types of communication. So what are the 3 types of communication? How the TCP and UDP. How many types of communication? TCP and UDP. What is that? Previously during the NMAP also I had explained TCP and UDP. So what is the TCP? TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and UDP stands for User Named Data Protocol. So how the computers connected, how the devices they make communication with the help of the TCP and UDP. TCP and UDP. So what is the TCP? Transmission Control Protocol, and what is UDP? User Datagram Protocol. These are two fundamental transport layer protocols used to transmit data over the internet. They differ significantly in their approach to data transmission. Well, TCP being the connection oriented, and whereas UDP is the what? Unreliable connection. Unreliable connection. Okay, if you see this image, here UDP, there is no connection established. See this, there is no connection established. Just simply send the request. The receiver will send the request. So then get the response. May get the request, may this not 100% sure that he will get the response in the UDP. But here the communication between two devices communication will be established during the device. They will establish the connection by sending the sync packet to the receiver. Then the receiver will respond the sync acknowledgement packet. Then after that, the sender will respond the acknowledgement packet. This is called as three-way handshake. Three-way handshake. When the two computers are communicating with each other, when two devices are communicating with each other, either they use UDP or either they use TCP. Two types of thing. Right? So I'll show you the TCP UDP protocol. During the NMAP also I'll explain you this thing, TCP and UDP. Okay. So what are the examples of TCP and UDP protocols? Okay. There are two types of TCP and UDP protocols. Some of the TCP protocols are there, some of the UDP protocols are there. Some of them are TCP and some of them are UDP. So see this an example. TCP is FTP, SSH, Telnet, SMTP, DNS, HTTP, POP3, NTP, IMAP and HTTPS are what? That's the TCP. Whereas DNS, DHCP, TFTP, SNMP, all these are the UDP protocols. Okay, understood? Understood or not? Here what happens here? So what does the TCP stand for? Transmission Control Protocol. We're going to do the sync flag. What is the sync? Sync is to initiate the connection to the two computers. How the two computers will communicate? First, sender will send initiates to the receiver by sending the TCP sync packet. So we're going to do the sync flood attack. Sync flood attack. Sync flood attack is a type of distributed denial service attack that exploits the part of the normal TCP three-way handshake. Just now I explained the three-way handshake. Sync packet, sync acknowledge and acknowledge. And acknowledge. Got it? Here with the sync flood DDoS, the attacker sends a TCP connection request faster than the target machine. Can process them, causing the network saturation. They will send the sync packet. Flood means, what this means? Huge number of packets are sending. Flood means generally, from the destination, they will send the huge number of packet to the destination, sync packet to the destination. Then what happens? Then huge number of sync packets are sent to the destination. The destination get annoyed or confused, then it will go stop. That is known as what? TCP sync flood. TCP sync flood. Here see this is the how the sync flood attacks. I had explained the three-way handshake. Sync acknowledgement and what? Acknowledgement. Here what happens here? Instead of sending the sync packet once at a time, how many generally only one sync request will send? Only one sync request will send to the attacker to the target machine. Generally, how the communication possible from this computer, from DOS to this device, they will send the single sync packet. Instead of that, we will sending the multiple sync packet, multiple sync packet, and they will respond. This machine will respond, waiting for acknowledgement. It will send the acknowledgement, but it won't send the acknowledgement. It won't send the acknowledgement. Who won't send the acknowledgement? The attacker machine won't send the acknowledgement. Then all sync packets are waiting for the acknowledgement. Then this target machine got exhausted. This is known as what? Sync flood attack. This is known as the sync flood attack. Okay. So here, sync flood attack, the attacker send a repeated sync packet to every port on the target server using the fake IP address. Using the server receives this receives the multiple requests from the attacker and responds waiting for acknowledgement. But this is a fake IP address. Who will send the acknowledgement? This need to be sent the acknowledgement. There is no acknowledgement is there. Got it? Got it or not? The server receives the multiple apparently legitimate requests to establish the connection. It responds each attempt to the which packet? Sync acknowledgement packet. But the attacker does not send the which packet? I say ACK packet. It not send the destinations are when the source need to send the acknowledgement. Then it won't send the acknowledgement. Either the server is under attack, wait for the acknowledgement for the sync acknowledgement. Okay. So now it will goes down. What happens here? This will goes down. జనరల్గా ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే రెండు కంప్యూటర్లు ఉంటాయి, ఇక్కడ కంప్యూటర్ ఉంటుంది, ఇక్కడ కంప్యూటర్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇది ఏం చేస్తుందంటే, సో ఇది రెండు మాట్లాడుకోవాలంటే ఒక సింక్ ప్యాకెట్ని పంపిస్తుంది మాట్లాడడానికి. ఇది రిసీవ్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత నేను రిసీవ్ చేసుకున్నాను సింక్ అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ ప్యాకెట్ పంపిస్తుంది ఎవరికి? ఇంకో కంప్యూటర్కి. ఆ తర్వాత ఇది రెస్పాండ్ అయ్యి అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ ప్యాకెట్ పంపించాలి. ఇక్కడ పంపించింది అటాకర్ ఫేక్ ఐపీ అడ్రస్ నుంచి పంపించడం వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది? ఈ అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ ఇది చేయదు, యూజువల్ అటాకర్ చేయదు. కాబట్టి ఇదంతా ట్రాఫిక్ ఇక్కడ ఏమైపోద్ది? ఆగిపోతుంది. సో దిస్ టార్గెట్ సర్వర్ ఏమైపోద్ది? ఎగ్జాస్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. This is known as what? Sync flood attack. Okay. So what is next is the UDP flood attack. What does UDP stand for? UDP flood is a type of denial of service attack. When attackers send a request at random ports of the target host with IP packet containing the UDP datagram. The receiving host check for application associated with this datagram. No application with the request. Then send it back to the destination packet unreachable. As more as UDP packets are received, there are huge number of UDP packets are sent to the target server. So the system becomes overwhelmed and responds to the client. This is known as the UDP flood attack. So what is the HTTP flood? HTTP flood is a type of distributed denial of service attack in which attacker sends on the application. This is the application attack. Suppose your website is there, web application is there. You are going to attack on the web application or website by sending the which request? These two attacks are basically this attack on the application. Suppose you have an application is there, IRCTC. I'll send a huge number of always user send a HTTP request to the server. When receives a huge number of HTTP requests, what happens? The server goes down. That is called as HTTP flood. Okay. So next is the ping of death. What is the ping of death? In this method, the attacker will try to send a large number of sized ping packet. I will explain you this one. Okay. I'll explain you this one. Here, I have one computer is there. One computer is there. There are two computers are there. They are having two computers. And these two computers are communicating with each other. This is an IP address is there, 10.0.1, 10.0.2. They will communicate. How will they communicate? Generally, how they communicate? I want to check the communication. For checking the communication, I told you the command, ping command. Do you remember? Ping command. So ping, from here I want to check the communication with this computer. Then ping followed by the IP address of the destination computer. Then from here to here, how the data will transfer? The data will be transferred in the form of the packets. Got it? The packets. Anything. Suppose I am downloading a movie. I am downloading me from movie rules. From the movie rules server, the video will be downloaded to your local computer. Then what happened? This is downloaded in the form of the packets. Here, so they are in the form of the packet. So each packet size is a fixed size, that is the 65,535 bytes. How much size? The packet size is fixed. see this. I'll just go here to the internet, Google. Just to size, go to the IP packet size. Sorry, what is the maximum size of IP packet size? 5535. Understood? So what attacker does, he will create a packet that is more than this size. More than? What happens? This is the size maximum you can send a packet. The maximum size you can packet to size. When the attacker creates a packet, it is size of 1 lakh bytes. Then what happen? This will get confused and overwhelmed. You can't digest that much of size packet. Then it goes down. That is known as what? Ping of death. Ping of death. Got it? So oversized packet. Sheshu, you are understanding? Are you understanding? Yes, exam untundandi. Evaru rasu. Sheshu, you are understanding what is my DDOS? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎదురవుతుండ్రా? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎదురవుతుండ్రా? Are you listening, or some of the people are just half an hour lone they are logouting for sake of attendance also? Okay. Okay. So understood, Sheshu, you understood? You understood? So what is the ping of death? Okay, done. What is the MAC flooding? Or MAC flooding. So what is the MAC? MAC means MAC address. What is that? The network switch maintain the table called COM. I told you that previously class also how the network switch maintains. Okay? Once again I will explain you. This is the switch. This is the network switch. Not on off switch like someone also in the current on off says switch call this. Previous class lo kuda chepparu. This is the network switch. We are having all devices are connected. All computers are connected. All computers are connected to switch. All computers are connected to switch. Isn't it? Okay? Understood? Understood? Then what happens here? In general, it is a network. This switch is there, network switch is all devices are connected. So when this communication, each and every computer having a MAC address. Having a what? Okay. IP address and MAC address. IP address is a logical IP address. MAC address is a physical address. All MACs are stored in the switch. All MACs are stored in the switch. That is known as the MAC table or CAM table. That is in the MAC table or CAM table. Got it? What happens here? We are going to flood the MACs. MACs. Flood. Huge number of MAC addresses flooding. Then what happen? This switch goes to. Got it? So here to prevent a MITM but contain the limited number of entries. The switch contains limited number of entries. But what attacker tries to do? Overload the table of the switch. Overload the table of huge number of MAC addresses. Then it will go to. That is known as the MAC flooding attack. Okay. The other types of the flooding, the attacker can cause any protocol vulnerabilities to flood packet to the target device. So the device will be busy in the handling. Flooding packets may not respond to the original request made by the legitimate user. So now what we are going to do here, we are going to use the practical. We are going to do the practical. For this one, again go to the VMware. I will use the 2 machine. Here Kali Linux as attacker. Here this machine as a Windows machine as a victim. Okay, we'll take some websites also. Generally doing websites is illegal. It will cause you serious legal problems. You can't do DDoS on the website. Here, how to prevent the DDoS? How to prevent the DDoS? Here, countermeasures. These are, see here, how to prevent the DDoS technique. Identifying the discriminating legitimate traffic, which is legitimate means legal traffic. From the legal traffic, setting the honeypot to attract an attacker. Next is the using the firewall tools. What is the tool? Is the FortiGuard. Okay, FortiGuard. And other tools are used to DDoS is, one of the tool is called as a Cloudflare. What is the tool is there? What is the tool to protect the DDoS? Cloudflare. Okay. So here this will see this Cloudflare is an American company that provides the content daily network service and DDoS. What is the DDoS mitigation is there? If someone is trying to attack on our website or web application, it protects which one? Cloudflare. Suppose you are running a website that is one e-commerce website, flipkart.com. Then we need to take the services of the Cloudflare. We need to purchase the service of the cloud. During the website, when you purchasing the website, they will ask you that whether you need a DDoS protection or not. Then for providing the DDoS protection, we need to pay extra money. If you don't want to take the DDoS protection, very less amount is there. Generally, big companies, they will use the DDoS. Understood? Understood or not? Which service? They'll use Cloudflare. It will protect from website. Suppose I have a website is there, I created a website for my bakery, restaurant. Then attackers will attack on the website. To protect them, first we need to take the DDoS. What is that? DDoS. So how will you take the DDoS mitigation? By using Cloudflare services or by installing the tools like FortiGuard DDoS tools. Understood? Now we're going to do the practicals. One by one. This is the Kali Linux machine. This is the Kali Linux machine as an attacker. Just type here. Just type here. This is a Kali Linux. Now you are having this is a target machine. This is the target machine. Okay. This is the Kali Linux as a attacker machine, and this is the target. We are going to do the practicals. Okay. So first thing I told you that basic DOS. What is that? Basic DOS. So what does it do? Send packet as possible. What it mean? F flag enables the flood pinging. Works only as a root tunnel. Okay, understood? Here I'll just go to know the IP address of the target. How will you know the target IP address? Just go to the CMD. Type ipconfig. So what is the IP address here? 192.0.193. Here, from right click here, okay, I'm going to log in as a terminal. Okay. Sudo su. Here, login. Type ping -f. Okay, na? So what is the IP address here? 192.168.0.193. What happens here? Here send the huge number of packet to the destination. Which command? Ping -f. Okay? Let me check here what happens. Go to the task manager. Here first before the attack, I'll just stop the attack here. Okay, I'll send how many packets are sent here? Here, see this. Here, see this. I just open the task manager to monitor the resources. Task manager is a command, is a tool which is to monitor the resources in Windows. I just open the task manager by typing the Windows R. By typing the Windows R, it works on Windows 10, 11, the same command will be there. So then okay, I open that by typing which command? taskmgr. Then here, what is the CPU usage here? So around 0%. How much CPU is 0%, 2%? What is the CPU usage? Got it? Understood? Another thing here, I go to the target machine, I target to the attacker machine, do the ping flood attack. Now let me check here what happens here. What happens here? What happens here? There is a spike is there. Huge number of packets are sending, so now traffic is increasing. See this. So after some time, the traffic will have, more traffic will send to this machine, and it will become the CPU usage become the 100%. Then this server or computer goes down. Understood? See, there is a huge traffic is there. This spike, sudden spike. Now, previously there is no traffic. See this, the graph. Now it is suddenly now the traffic is increasing. Okay? Got it? How many people are watching my videos? How many people are watching your videos? Very few people. Then how will you get their examination? How will you write down examination? Definitely will have assessment will be there. I'll send assessment to you. Okay, but without assessment, we won't give any certificate to you. It won't generate the certificate. Then how will you write down? Some of the people అయితే మరి అసలు జస్ట్ లాగ్ని వెళ్ళిపోతుంటారు, బేసిక్స్ కూడా తెలియదు. నాకు తెలిసి ఫ్రమ్ ద ప్రేయర్ ఓన్లీ 5-10 people only respond. Remaining all sleeping. All sleeping. Isn't it? Sleeping. Okay. Okay. Another thing is this, I will send the examination, not the same paper for you. Set the four papers. So, Pavan Sai, those people are seeing no problem. How many people are following me? Very 5-10 people are only following me. Not for YouTube. So, how many people are understanding the concepts? Very few people. Huh? Okay. 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 Very good. Next thing is the, what is the next thing is the one tool called as a HPing3. What is the tool is there? One tool is called a HPing3. HPing3. Okay. So that is inbuilt with the Kali Linux. What is the inbuilt to the Kali Linux? Here, this is a what? It do what? Generally, this tool is to make the check the security. Mean that not to attack. Generally, how the behavior is there, application or computer is there. For this one, HPing3. So what is HPing3? Is a network tool able to send a ICMP, UDP, TCP packet to the target, replying pings like a ICMP reply. Got it? Got it or not? So it is a powerful open source network tool, allows ethical hackers and penetration testers to access the firewall security generating the TCP and UDP and the ICMP. Now we are going to use the HCMP tool, HPing tool. This HPing tool, see this HPing tool, you don't need to install. We need to install. So we are going to do the which attack? TCP means transmission control attack. So here HPing3, so what is MNSS? S for sync flag. Sync flag. What is my flag? V means verbose means verbose output. Which port we are going to attack? Port number 80. You can change any port number. You can change any port number. Okay. So there is a command is there. This command is there. We are going to use. Here, generally it is to attack on the web server. Generally here, still not stopped. Okay. What happened here? How many packets are sent? This much of packets are sent. Here, if you see this, there is an IP address Here this goes down. Network, what happens? See this, what happened here? There is an IP conflict with the other system network, goes down. Why? Because of the DOS attack. It's completely what happened here? ఏం చేస్తుంది ఇది నెట్వర్క్ మొత్తం డౌన్ అయిపోయింది. బికాజ్ వై? బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాట్మెంట్, బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ ద more number of packet. Just disable here. Again I will enable. Why? Because more number of packets are sending. So now again go to the target computer IP config. So that is a 193. So now just click on the clear here by typing the command clear here. Then what is the command here? Sorry, what is the command here? This is the command. Yes, selection. What is the attacker IP address here? 193. What is the IP address here? 193. Now again same thing you will observe here. Here same thing, how to check here? Go to the task manager to check the resources, tskmgr, then type here. Here what happens? CPU percentage, it is 100%, sometimes it become 100%. See this increasing. Then if you stop the attack here, then you will check. Then here again it will become 0. See this, there is spike. Why I am doing the sync flood attack on the target computer? So there is a web server. Assume that is a web server. We are going to do the web server. Generally these HPing tools, the modern days computers won't respond. So there are like Windows 10, Windows 11 not much affected with HPing 3. Not much affected with the HPing 3. We will go for the other tools, for the other more advanced tools, because of they will handle the traffic, DDoS traffic. Okay. Now see this, how what happens here? There is spike, huge spike is there. For doing again I will do. Remember that what is now 0%. Check here. And do the DDoS attack. Enter. Again wait. Again go here. See this again what happened here? CPU usage now increased. Resources are more consuming. After some time like 15 to 30 minutes it will goes down. So which attack is this one? Sync flood attack. So next is the what? UDP flood. So same thing here, instead of sync we are going to use the UDP flood. Okay. Here I am going to the Control C here. Paste selection. Then we are going to change the IP address. Then enter here. Then again we will do the UDP attack. I will explain this command. Here HPing 3 we can do the UDP flood on the port number 53. That is DNS port. Use the UDP port on the 53. It will target is what? DNS server. If your target is a DNS server, so then we are going to attack on the port number 53 by turning the huge number of packet to the victim. This is the victim IP address. Got it? Now we are going to do the ICMP flood. We are going to do the what is my ICMP? So what is my ICMP? Mean that I told you that these two devices. Okay. There is one device, computer is there, or any device. Two devices, they will communicate with the help of the ICMP packet. Which packet? NCP packet. Okay, I will check here. I will go for the then do the practical. So it will do attack on the what? In what? On the ICMP. The which port number? I just stopped here. Here, paste here, and do the IP address. Add the IP address of the attacker machine. If you see the attacker machine, now there is the CPU usage is 0. Okay, now I'm going to do the attack. Okay, do the attack. Okay, so now it becomes the traffic is Very heavy chunde, heavy. Doing the tax. Now it is 100% now. During that 0% is there. By using the Wireshark also we can observe the traffic. Here I'll show you that how the Wireshark is there. How the network administrators, they will observe the how the traffic is there. I just right click here. Go to the, to open another terminal, we need to have a split terminal horizontally. I opened another terminal. Now it is going in the here. Here how will you open the Wireshark here? Go to the sudo su. First we need to log into sudo su, then type the Kali. Then how will you open the Wireshark? Just type the Wireshark. Or else you can choose from the menu also. Here just type the Wireshark. When I open the Wireshark here, okay, now Wireshark is opening in the graphical user mode. It shows the how attack is performing. How the attack is performing. From where the source address is there, and where is the destination IP address is there. So now Wireshark is opening. Wireshark is opening. Okay. So now I select Ethernet 0. Select Ethernet 0. If you see this, keenly observe this, how the attack is performed. So this is a destination computer. See, destination computer. From the source computer is 166. This is only these IP addresses are showing. ఈ IP address మాత్రం కనిపిస్తూ ఉంది. See this. From the source IP address, destination IP address, this source IP address and the destination is continuously sending the packet to the source to destination by using checking the Wireshark. Again, I just minimize here. Here, I just stop here. What happens again? Okay. So see this Wireshark. Now traffic is there. See this. Now normal traffic. See this. What happening here? Traffic become normal. So how the penetration tester security professionals, they will install the Wireshark. They will check by using the Wireshark. They will analyze that from which IP address is getting attacked. From which IP address to source to destination attack. Continue sending the packet by using the Wireshark also. We can analyze and we can monitor. Got it? Okay? Understand? So now here we'll use the nmap, that is nping. Use this one. So we'll use this tool. So what does it do? So the rate, how many packets per second? How many? So I need to do the ECMP flood and the target. The rate, how many packets you need to send? 1000 packets. What is, see this, how many packet? What is the size of the packet? How many number of packet? This is a rate. Mean that per second any packet pampichala? 1000 packet. How many packets need to send? 1 lakh packet. To the target happens. Then what happens here? Here what happens here? It will goes down. Okay, understood? Understood? Understood not? Which one? This tool. Okay. Next we can do the, by using the nmap tool, we can do the sync attack also. Sync attack also. So okay, got it? Got it? Now we're going to do the another tool that is called as a HOC. That HOC. Just stop the attack. Stop the attack. I just go to the browser. If you keenly observe the class, listening the class and doing the practice only, you can understand. You can't understand normal laga ardham cheskoledu. You can't understand. Occasionally you are joining the class or randomly you are joining class, and without practicing, you can't understand anything here. Okay, just go to the Google here, then type here the tool which couldn't I download. Okay, here, what is the tool here? HOC. The tool here, HOC. Okay, what is the tool here? HOC. Okay, so this tool will do the DDoS attack. It won't work on all website. It works on some of the website. I'm telling you that it won't work on like Flipkart and Amazon.com. It won't work. Which one? So this HOC means high orbit icon is open source web application designed to carry out the which attack? Service attack and a website. On the website. Then here what happens here? It won't work on the like big website like Flipkart and Amazon, like other website, Netflix. What happens there? In the Netflix and Flipkart and Amazon, they'll have a security mechanism. They have a Cloudflare technology. They will install the FortiGuard DDoS tools, anti-DDoS, they will install the anti-DDoS tool. Then what happens here, anti-DDoS tool, this anti-DDoS tools will protect from the attack. In general, it can't perform the DDoS attack on the Flipkart. So for doing the DDoS attack, like using this tool, it won't work. We need to have huge mechanism. We need to have big network, huge number of hackers together, like multiple hackers and 10, 20, 30, 30 group of hackers, a group of systems we need to attack on the Flipkart. Got it? Then only it will be successful. In generally, the big website or big web applications like WhatsApp, Instagram won't respond to these attacks because they have a security mechanism. They have a Cloudflare, all these mechanisms, their anti-DDoS tool, they install anti-DDoS tools with it. They will protect from the DDoS. So one of the tool is called HOC. Okay, I just go here, click on the HOC, download. Put the HOC, download. Okay, here I'll just go here, whether it is there. So now it is a tool is there, I am going to run here. It is downloaded or no? Go to show for extract. Open this one and click on this one. Here we need to add the target. We need to add the target is the nothing but URL, nothing but a URL of website. Here I'll add the target. Here I'll add the target. We don't add any target like Q, right? target, huh? This is the target website. It is a test sample website, huh? I don't want to check because of if you upload in YouTube, you will get a your channel gets deleted. Channel get a deleted. If you add the real-time target, what happens here? If you upload in the YouTube, YouTube has a mechanism, algorithm. They will ban you, and your channel gets deleted. So here, this is the URL of website. URL of the website. Here we need to add the target here. Add here. Then paste here. Then here power is high. Then add here. There is one button is there called as a. It will send the packet. See this sending the packet to the victim. After 5 to 10 minutes, what happen? The website goes down. Website? Got it? It's sending the packet here. See the output. We are sending that to the. So it's sending huge number of packets. See this huge number of packet to the target. To the target. So after some time, what happened? This website goes to. It won't respond. Understood? Okay. So then how do you do the DDoS attack and using the which tool? HOC tool. Understand? Okay. So now that's it, today's class.